Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by BethelSongs.com and checking out the video page where we have tutorials for you, how you can be a better worship leader. And so for this episode, I sat down with our piano player, Karen Hudson. Karen's been playing piano at Bethel for a few years and has done a fantastic job in that role. And so I asked Karen to talk a little bit about making the switch. In other words, how do you go from learning piano in a theory style, learning sheet music, playing notes on a staff. How do you go from playing that way to playing on chord charts, playing in more of a modern worship band setting? And so Karen was very gracious, gave us an afternoon of her time, sat down and gave some great tips on making that switch. And so if you're a piano player, maybe you're struggling with that, how do I move from sheet music to chord charts? Or maybe you have to play in both settings. Maybe you play in a traditional service early Sunday morning and then have to play in a worship band. If that's you, I think you're going to find this video really helpful. Or if you're a worship leader and you know piano players who might be struggling with this, please certainly pass this link along. I think Karen's got great info for you. We've even got some links at the end of the video if you want to do a little more research. And as always, thanks for stopping by BethelSongs.com.
You need to know some basic theory, the notes of the scale, of the key that you're in. You need to learn those really well so that you're not having to stop and think, so you just practice. You need to know basic chording, the major chords, the minor chords, how to do that. You need to know something about the rhythm, how to fit into the rhythm of the music, how to blend in and to add to and not take away from the song and what you're trying to accomplish there. Here's the trick. If you know all the notes in the scale, then you know the chords that are in that key. They're corresponding to the notes of the scale. And I'll show you.
When you are playing in the C scale, you are going to play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now each one of those has a number corresponding. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it works that way in every key. If we go to the key of G, G would be G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you need to learn those well enough to where you don't have to stop and think, which one, how do I make a chord in this scale? And as you do it over and over, you'll get to where it's just automatic. You will just know how to do it. You won't even think about it. Okay, here's how you use the numbers to make a chord. You're going to play the 1, the 3, and the 5. That's how you make a major chord. To make a minor chord, all you have to do is flat the third. So that would be a C, an E flat, and a G. And you can hear the difference. There's your minor chord. There's your major chord in C. The same theory in the key of G. The scale is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want to make a G major chord. That is the 1, which is G. It's the 3, which is B, and the 5, which is D. That is a G major chord. To make the minor of that chord, you're going to flat the third, which would be a B flat, and you can hear the difference. It's the 1, the flat third, and the 5. There's a G minor, here's a G major with the 3. When I very first started playing by chords, I just tried to keep the basic rhythm of the music. I didn't do anything fancy. I just did octaves in the bass, some chords up top, some 1, 3, and 5 or 1 and 5, and just kept the rhythm. And listened, when is the chord going to change? When do I go? Of course, you have your sheet, you know when you're going to change. But you just start out very basic and listen to whatever sounds the best, what sounds good. And then as you get better at that, you can roll the bass line. You could do the 1, the 5, and the 1 again, an octave higher. You'll do more things with your right hand. You could just add in certain things, and you just, as you get more comfortable with it, you'll start adding in more and more. You'll hear it, and then you'll play it. Basically, the piano is a percussion instrument, and when you're in a band, you have a lot of things going on. You have other people that are playing, the guitar is carrying some rhythm. You might have a lead guitar that's playing all the fills and everything. So really, if you can keep the rhythm going on the piano, not a lot of fancy stuff, you are a huge part. You're like the guts of the song, and don't worry that you're not doing all the fancy stuff. You need to listen to the other band members. You kind of don't want to play too much low bass. If you have a bass player that's covering that area, you kind of want to stay out of that area. Maybe play one finger bass note a little bit higher. Do more stuff with your right hand. You don't have to play every note of every song and be the all and end all of the music. You are a member of the band, and you just need to listen to other people, to the other band members. You can do little fills. You can listen and you can work it out even beforehand with maybe the electric guitar player, the lead player. You take the fills here, I'll take the fills here, little spaces at the end of the line or at the end of a phrase where you can add a little bit, mainly with your right hand higher up, and you just kind of fill in the empty places, and they're there. You just have to find them.